Ellie Mae was 4 years old when she was diagnosed with leukemia. So when Ellie Mae was first diagnosed, we were in Devon on a family holiday. We were admitted to the local hospital the day we had the diagnosis, and then the next day we were transferred to Bristol Children's Hospital, which was the closest at the time and had an available bed for us, but that was still 250 miles from where we lived in Sussex. CLIC Sargent really came to our rescue then, and they found us a bed at the local CLIC Sargent home from home, which meant that whilst we're in the hospital, as only one parent can stay with their child, the other parent could use that local hospital, which was a real godsend to us. We were then transferred to the Royal Marsden Hospital in Surrey, which is where Ellie Mae completed the rest of her treatment. First day we arrived, we met Teresa, who was the CLIC Sargent funded nurse, who was our support and was just amazing throughout treatment. She was my go-to person. She was always at the end of the phone or an email if I had a problem, a question. She spoke to us every week with Ellie's blood results to let us know what dosages of medicine she needed that week. And all through there, she was just there for us. She was there, someone I could talk to, and just someone who's just a friendly face every time we went into the hospital. I don't know how we would have got through it without her. One of the things you don't think about when you have a diagnosis of cancer in your child is the financial impact it has on your family, as well as the emotional impact. So we had extra costs straight away in terms of hospital car parking, petrol costs for trips to and from the hospital for the various appointments and the inpatient stays, extra heating costs. An immunosuppressed child feels the cold very easily, so we'd have to have the heating on day and night. One of the key parts of treatment for leukemia is steroid treatment, which causes the kids to have crazy hunger and passions for foods that they never had before. So the actual supermarket bill was going through the roof. One parent couldn't work during the period. One of us had to be around, so in case Ellie couldn't go to school because of infection risks, or we were inpatient stays in hospital, or just to the numerous clinic visits and hospital outpatient visits we had, it proved impossible for both of us to maintain a career and work during that period. So actually our household income went down. At the same time, our costs were really increasing. So the first 6 months she had intensive chemotherapy. That meant a lot of inpatient stays in the hospital, lots of daily trips to and from hospital for chemotherapy and for infection and treatment as well. So she lost her hair. She lost her hair twice actually within that period. She lost the ability to walk, and in total for 14 months she couldn't walk. The thing that really is hard is how long the treatment was. So for 2.5 years, Ellie Mae had chemotherapy virtually every single day. And every single day of that period, we also had to deal with side effects of having to take those drugs. Certainly in the early days of treatment, she really withdrew into herself. She became very quiet. She became very clingy to me. It took her quite a long time to really get her head around the diagnosis and what her treatment was doing for her, and to finally cope and deal with that from an emotional perspective. Today, she's now 10 years old. I'm pleased to say that with 4 years of treatment, she's a very happy, she's a very smiley girl. She loves life. She makes the most of every opportunity that's given to her. Ellie Mae was really excited to be asked to be the face of Kid Santa for CLIC Sargent's latest campaign. Ellie's had so much fun doing the filming and playing with Darcy the dog, and actually being at the filming and the photography, and we really hope that it has a fantastic impact for CLIC Sargent and is a great success.